Hello, good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, time got away from me. That's it. Hello, hello, hello. I am right now kind of picking out my earring plugs I'm going to wear. I don't know, maybe these will be fun. Oh no, one is falling. Of course one is falling. Hello. It's for me it's 5:30 in the morning. Hello, hello. And as the title says, hi Kate, I am getting ready to go grocery shopping. I do want to show off my dress though, because last week I got ready to go shopping with my sister in Amsterdam, and I bought a very, very cute vintage dress. So it's not old, it's vintage, like me. So, hello Heather, this is the dress. And it is a wrap dress. I have a short underneath. It's a wrap dress, and it's about the length is, I don't know, bottom calf. Hello guys. So I thought I would wear that today. Yeah, it is so pretty. I'm going to use my lip mask from Colourpop. So I have my coffee here. I have a big mug because I need it. And I bought loads of fun stuff. I also bought, don't disown me, but I went, there was a Morphe store. I did not even know that we had that here in the Netherlands, but they did. And I was like, let me go in. Hello, Darcy. Good morning. Well, good evening it is for you guys, right? And so yeah, basically I went into a Morphe store and I bought things. I bought 2 brushes. This is the E36 that I already have, but they're all almost a different size. And I bought this one, which is the E63, which is one of their new face brushes. This is such a nice brush. It's such a nice brush. So yeah, the rest. Yeah, I'm not a huge Morphe fan. I'm not again. I don't hate them or anything. I don't hate anything, but it's not my my vibe usually. So I'm actually starting by putting some brow soap in my brows. And yeah, oh yes, and I'm pink. When did this happen? When did this happen? I think last week, Thursday. I think, right? I don't remember. 1:30 p.m. Well, that's very, very early. Very early. Yes. Okay. But wait, isn't Australia? Aren't you ahead of me? Oh, it's no, it's PM. So I thought Australia was in front of me. For me, it's the 18th right now. I don't know if that's true though. Well, I forgot what I was saying. Wow, it's already starting to be a day like that. It's going to be pretty warm here. So yeah. So for most it's evening. Yes, for me it's during the day. I don't know if I put that in the thumbnail. I think I did. I have some new makeup that I'm going to play with. And I'm going to use this one, the WhatsApp Beauty Good night, Whitney. And I hope that you have very, very pleasant dreams and that you are well rested and have an amazing day tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. This is what I'm going to play with today. I actually got their first, I got this one in PR, and I actually got their first palette to try. This is their second palette that WhatsApp Beauty released. It was such a nice quality. So I'm very, very happy that that I have this one to try as well. And I know that a lot of people have already tried videos, because living in the Netherlands with PR, if brands don't send it early before launch, And then sometimes even a month before launch, I don't have it. So, or I get it, but I get it late. That's also what's happening with my Odin's Eye. It is on its way, but it's with the Angelica release. I don't know. It's probably coming hopefully soon. Yeah, it's very, very pretty packaging. And it's also, this is also raised. I don't know if you can see that, but it's, can you see that? Probably not, but it's very, very pretty. And this is the color story. Yeah, we call it a wrap dress. Maybe it is a dressing gown. I actually have no idea. Maybe it's not even vintage. I don't know. It was in a vintage / secondhand store, but I do really like it. Hello, good morning, my darling. I do want pants underneath though. Yeah, it's very lovely material as well. I don't know if I can find out about. Oh yes, and best part, it has a pocket. It has one, but it has a pocket, so I can, I think, use it as what's the word? Kind of a vest type thing. Yes. Oh, what I also got is Becca launched, or Becca Smashbox launched at Beauty Bay, and they have the champagne pop, and I have heard people rave about that for years and years and years and years and years. They had a mini. It's so cutesy. I have one Becca highlighter that I really like, which is in the shade Own Your Light, which is very, very pretty. But I thought, let me get this. I love the mini. So let me, hello, Margaret. So it looks very pretty. And it looks like a color that I would enjoy. Does it have a shift? It looks to have kind of a pinkish shift to it, or peachy, when I look at it on my hand, but I don't think you can see it on camera. Yeah, I also like it when close off pockets. Actually, the pants that I have underneath, I think they call it biker shorts. It also has a pocket, which is why I also have these in black, which is why I use them in summer a lot, so I can put my phone there. What was I doing? Shall we start with eyes today? Sure, we shall. So we are going to start with eyes today. Oh, you have a striking style. Thank you so much. I always feel, oh, thank you. I need a thing. I don't have a thing, so we're going to do this. Yay! I need something that makes noise. On the other hand, my son is still asleep, so thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, eyes. Yes, that's what I'm going to start with. So I'm going to prime with the Natasha Denona eye base in light. And get a brush. I have a very, yeah, when I was growing up, I kind of, tried to be like everyone else. And I failed miserably, which is fine. But I learned, since then, I learned things about myself that I was like, oh, so that's why I did that. But that's all okay. But I do have a certain style. And I do have to say, the older I get, the less, well, F's I have to give. And maybe it's also because it takes quite a lot of energy to be like everyone else. And I just don't have the energy for it anymore. My Lunar Beauty lip oil was falling, which I really like, by the way. Okay, let me get brushes. Let me get brushes like that. Shall we swatch the palette? Yes, we shall. I am going to swatch it, and I'm going to go like that. The reason that I want to swatch it is just because I want to see what the colors are doing. That's basically it. It has 5 mattes and the rest are shimmers. So let's see. Ow. I worked out yesterday, so now I have a muscle ache. Wow. This is basically one swipe. I can already kind of see it turning. It's a very, in the pan as well, it's a very, very cool tone shade. When you see this one, it has already a little bit of pink in it, and you can really see that it warps on me. Now, if you are new or maybe you don't know, I am a light warm olive. I'm not extremely warm, but I am on warm. Yeah, it's very, very pretty, people. Hello, Purple Cat. Ooh, now that's pretty. Goes with my dress. It has a very, very nice, very pretty shift. It shifts from, it has pink and purple. I don't know if I can. I will probably be able to show it in a bit with the palette. Okay. The shimmers feel a little bit, I don't want to say, yeah, it's very, very pretty. It does not really feel dry, but it kind of does, which I don't mind at all because, oh, itchy nose. For me, that means that it will crease less. Very pretty. This is the shade Citrine. And it almost seems like it also has kind of a hint of a pink in it. No, it doesn't. Now this is the shade Peridot. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering about my nails, they're from Primark. I can show you the box in a minute. So let me show you the box. Yeah. It's these. Stiletto. And then I think they're the extra longs. So I found them in the Primark in Amsterdam, and I got 2 packs. So that's what I'm wearing. Okay, now I'm going to go to the shade Clay, which is a matte. Oh, that's a pretty color. This one has a green base. So this one more has a very cool toned base, and this one has a green base. So with cool toned, I mean kind of pinky purple. That's a green base. Shade Clay, I like that. Okay, shade Rose Quartz. Oh, that looks like a very, this one fits my nail. It has a white pink shift, but not as they usually do, because this also seems to have a purple and a peach. Oh, this is a very pretty color. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. The shade Rhodonite, which has a little bit more of a, I don't know, is it a taupe? Probably. Fits very well with this shade. And then I have the shade Earth-like, which I'm actually very excited for because this looks, yeah, I love shades like this. So let me build it up. Very pretty. Why are you focusing there? I'm here. My camera is focusing there. Thank you. Yeah, they will. Vibes. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can also see this is very, very, very nice pigmented shade actually. And then the last shade. Wow. Okay, so the mattes feel they're pigmented. They feel soft, but not extremely soft. So that tells me that they will be very easy to work with. When a shade, especially a matte shade, feels very dry. Did I stir? I hope I did. Let's stir just to be on the safe side. When they feel like this, when mattes feel very, very dry, very pigmented and very dry, they tend to go patchy for me quickly. And this feels like a formula that will be pretty easy to work with. So that is good. Okay, now I need to figure out the shade combination I want to do. Let's see if I can get inspired by my dress. So looking at my dress, I'm going to use the shade Clay, which is the greener matte. And I think I'm going to keep the crease pretty neutral. So I think I'm going to do this one and then maybe deepen it up with Terra. I think I can get away with that because even though there are neutrals, this is a green one and this has a hint of red in it. And I can already see that in my skin. And you can also see that happening, right? So it kind of depends. If there is a little bit too much red for my skin to take, it can turn muddy, but we will see. I'm working with Clay and Terra, so add a little bit of water and it's going muddy anyway. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. Let me get brushes. That one, yes. I'm going to start with the shade Clay. So I'm basically going to start building up a one colored crease. I can also work with the yellow. Why didn't I think? I can also do these two, actually. I think shimmer-wise, I kind of want to go here. Now I'm going to go to that one, to Clay. I'm going to zoom you guys in a tad. Oh yes, and I'm not really proficient in keeping up with the chat while I'm doing my makeup. Just a warning. Just a warning. So I'm going to go into the shade Clay. Oh yes, let me see if I can show you the shifts in the mirror of the palette. Kinda. So you can see that this one has a little bit of an orangey shift. Yeah, you can kind of see them. This one is very difficult to capture though. But I am going to go to that one, Clay. Oh, I need to see what I'm doing. And I am going to start with my usual position. That's what she said. Never mind. It's one of those mornings, apparently. Okay. So I'm very much tapping this on right now, and I will blend it out a little bit later. Maybe I will do a one colored crease. I am actually not sure. I'm just going to place this and we shall see what happens. And I will try to keep up with the chat. Bye, Heather. Have a very, very good night. I hope that you sleep well, have pleasant dreams, and have an amazing day tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, dang. I'm so sorry to hear that, Malem. Migraines are the worst. So I hope you feel better soon. And yeah, I hope you feel better soon. Let me know in the comments or on Instagram how the migraine went, because yeah, migraines suck. Big time, big time. Hello, Heather. Good morning. For me, that is. If you just tuned in, right? I'm working with the Geode palette from What's Up Beauty. I just swatched her here, and she's very, very pretty. And now I'm creating an eye look. Everything that I'm working with today is already linked in the description box. Go me, because I actually decided what I wanted to work with yesterday. So that's very, very good. Ah, so you are 7 hours later than me. So it is, I don't know how late it is for you, because my calculus is kind of not on right now. 10 o'clock at night? Yeah, they are hard to make well. Looking at this one, this has a little bit of an orangey base. And now maybe we can pull it in. Maybe we can pull it in. Let me get a blending brush and blend this out a little bit first. Oh, 11 p.m. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah, because it's almost 6. Yeah, okay. I am concentrating the blending on the edges. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much of the hair. Yes. I was like, let me do something different. And I've never really had pink hair before. So I saw a very, very cute color and I was like, let me try that. Then I actually found in my shed kind of a washout color mask thing from L'Oreal that I've had here for a few years. So I don't know how good it still is. I think it's still very good. So I've been using that as a kind of a toner. But Makeup Revolution actually has pink toners. So I was like, let me try those. So they are on the way. I actually got I got a pink kind of conditioner shampoo slash toner thing, and I also got that one in peach, and I got kind of color drops that you can put in, I think in shampoo as well, and in conditioner and hand masks to kind of get that color in your hair longer or something. So I'm actually quite excited to try those. I also want this color underneath my eye. And it's kind of, I think, the same style of system that I already use when my hair is silver to combat the yellow. Because if I bleach my hair turns yellow orange. Yeah, and I also, and especially here at the front, it usually is I don't know, silver. Yeah, I've never had pink hair, but I really do like it. I also like it when it's a little bit pastel. I'm basically channeling my inner Mrs. Slocum. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, if you don't know who Mrs. Slocum is, it was a show back in the day, actually from the BBC. And it was called Are You Being Served? And it was about um, no, not a warehouse. That's how we call them here. It's also not a shopping mall. Yeah, blast from the past. Mr. Humphries. Yeah, I loved him so much. Oh Lord, it was just such a cool show. Um, they can bring that back. Not new. Yeah, department store. That was it. Not in the new setting, but in the old school setting because it was just they were sarcastic. They were kind of that's what she said jokes and yeah, there were a lot of good things actually happening then. It was just a cool show to watch. Shall I pull in the yellow? I can. Let's put in the yellow, but in the beginning of the eye. So let me get a slightly denser brush. I'm going to go to the shade Lava. Yeah, it was so cool. Okay, it's a little bit. I have quite a bit of kick, quite a bit of kick up. Let's put that here. Usually I find with yellows, a lot of the time they kind of prefer a base that's still a little bit sticky. And my base is already, yeah, that's already set. So what I can tell about this formula is that it is very easy to work with, very blendable. The downside of that is that it can blend away, and I can kind of see that happening here. So this is a formula that you should not overblend. It's handy that you can blend it away if you make a mistake or mistake, I don't know, happy little accidents. Let's quote everyone today. Don't make sure that your base isn't too wet though, because if you have a base that's too wet, the yellow will warp, it will darken. So you need stick, not wetness, if that makes any sense. I'm just blending the shades into each other. Very nice. It's a nice shade, this. Usually when I know that I'm going to use a shade like this, I usually start with it. But that's okay. And now I'm kind of blending that darker shade in here. I will go back in a minute to the shade Clay and kind of blend it a little bit more into the yellow. Okay, I'm going to go back to the shade Clay. With that fluffier brush that I have, I'm tapping off. Yeah, the Desert Monsoon, I also tried that. It was just such a good quality. It was such a good palette. I'm tapping this over the border, so not really blending, but tapping. Especially here, because that's a part for me where if I blend too much, I really easily blend it away. I'm just tapping it over. Then I'm going to go back to Lava and I'm going to, same brush, and I'm going to do the same thing. And this is a way to get colors to mix without blending them into each other, especially with a formula like this. This is also how I work with shades that are extremely dry, for instance, that I don't really want to blend too much. This is also how I work with neons and pastels, and with shades that maybe should not really mix together that well. And now I'm just going to blend the edge of the yellow. The Milani eyeshadow primer. Ah, that's so sweet, Leah. You used the Milani eyeshadow primer for a couple of months, but then it started to get kind of like juicy. You dipped it into your fun. Oh, like that. Yeah, okay. It's early. It took a while. I try the Milani one? I don't think so. Mm, I think I did try the um, Wet and Wild one way back when, and that was I think extremely sticky. I did not really like that one that much. Mm, I think I do want to use the shade Terra to deepen up a hint, so I'm going to go to this one now. Let's see if they will mix. Have you tried shaking it up? I usually forget that with most. I'm using, well, basically this one. I usually don't shake it up, but the one from Juvia's Place, for instance, I have to shake up as well because that one it turns to liquid quickly. So I really have to shake that one too. I actually prefer a doe foot applicator personally because I feel I can better control it, but I do understand not everyone liking that. So okay, so this blends into it very well actually. I'm more tapping than really blending, but it does really work, so that's nice. Yeah, it also creases for me a lot actually. Um, I don't know. I just really like. I like the color of the Juvia's Place more than I like this color because, as you can see against my skin, it's pretty pink for me. But I just like this formula better. So I do wish it had the color of the Juvia's Place though. For me, that I don't know. I feel that most brands when they make a very light eye base, they make it pink. Yeah. Also, I wish that there was a brand who made an olive eye base. I could theoretically mix my own, um, but I don't want to. Okay, I really like this eye look. Rhodonite and rose quartz. Yeah, I can very much see that being a very, very cool combination. Yeah. Yeah, an olive eye base would be nice. The Sigma Eye Primer, you have the stick, right? I tried that one and I do like it. Um, I don't know. I prefer something that is a little bit more liquidy to start with. I actually tried the one from MAC. I was not really that impressed. Yeah, the one from ABH, it's very light. It's for me, it's almost white. If you are here in Europe, you can also check out Glam Shop because Glam Shop has very light eye bases as well. Just saying. I am going to go. Um, yeah, I want to go to the shade. I want to use these. So the purplies because I think that they will fit my dress very well. So I am. Oh, I'm getting also my own personal summer, which is so very nice. Thank you so very much because it is hot as hell outside. Never mind. Or shall we do this one? Oh, shall we do this one and then that one? And that one is uh, agate. I don't know how to say that in English. We say agate. This one and that one. Those two will be very pretty as well, I think. Shall we do that? Will that fit my dress? I think it will. So we will do that. I am going to grab my shimmer primer from Death and Candy. Yeah, I also have the one from Carla Cosmetics. Oh, let me use that one that I was actually trying out. I have the one from Carla Cosmetics here, which is a new pot, and I kind of feel like it is too wet for what I like. That's what she said. Let me get a brush. Let me get a brush. Where's my brush? Oh, here it is. In front of my face. I'm just going to grab something out of the cap. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and kind of let it set a little. Multicolored shirt to hide the colorful swatches. Yeah, well, I actually have been known to be in the supermarket wondering why people look at me weird and then finding out that I had swatches all over my arm. So it's not that weird. What I find with this shimmer primer actually from Carla Cosmetics is that it is very wet. Now it's a little bit more sticky and I prefer it if they are a bit more sticky. I'm just tapping it on. I don't want to remove the matte shadow that I have underneath per se, but this base is doing that anyway. And it's kind of, I kind of don't like that, but yeah, there's nothing really I can do about this. So for me, this will be a nice mixing medium, for instance, the one from Carla Cosmetics. I don't know, maybe I need to leave it open for a little bit because I just want it to have a little bit more stick. Okay, I'm cleaning my brush on the towel and I'm going to go to the shade Agate, that one. I'm just going to say it in Dutch because I can. Oh, the Blend Bunny Search Palette. Yeah, I have that here too. Yes, yes, and Saint Angel Sinners. I will mention her again. Oh, in the new makeup releases on Friday because she's doing some very, very cool things. So, yeah, just saying. Oh, this is pretty. And I'm just pressing this on the eye base, tapping it in, not swiping, tapping. And then the second layer, when I basically build it up, I will swipe to get the shine. But now I just want the primer to be saturated with the shadow. And a jelly primer helps to prevent creasing for me at least, especially if I have matte shadow underneath. The one from Death and Candy I think is linked actually down below in the description box because I thought I was going to use that one. And I really, really like that one. I have the one from Unearthly Cosmetics on the way. I don't know if she will restock that one though. I have no idea. Yeah, I actually think that it will work for oily lids a lot because this is something that dries down. Because it's a gel base, it is a gel. It looks like this, you know. It's I think it's hydrating if you have dry lids. If you have extremely dry lids, you need to work quickly though. I'm going to go to the shade Crystal next, which is that one with a smaller brush, because if it dries down too quickly, you kind of lose the benefit of that stick, right? If you have oilier lids, maybe you need to let it pretty. Maybe you need to let it set a little bit longer. Could be. So I prefer to use this when it has set a hint. Oh, it's already dry. That's kind of, yeah, that's what I mean. I prefer one that has more stick. This one tends to dry down a little bit more. My lids are not particularly oily. They do have folds, as you can see. And that's why certain shimmer formulas just work better for me than others. So if it's a bit drier, it actually stays a little bit longer. And if I use this method, so basically sandwich the primer between a matte shadow and the shimmer shadow, it has more grip, if that makes any sense. Who is happy birthday? Happy birthday. Who's birthday? Margaret. Happy birthday! 46 is such a great number. It is. We just keep saying 35. We're not old, we're vintage. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to sing because I won't do that to you guys early in the morning or late at night. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh yeah, I remember that time as well. Yes, yes, back in the 90s. No eye primer, hell foundation was just one shade. And I remember really trying to do a smoky eye and failing miserably. I, I'm going to go to the shade Citrine because I cannot help myself. Let's see, I want that here. I think I will probably have to reapply that when my makeup is on. Yeah, I will. I have to reapply that when my makeup is on. And I will also kind of swipe up a little bit because my eyes are deep set. I can kind of use that lightness there. What do I want to do with the bottom? Oh, I do want to use the shade Agate a little bit more because let's really build it up a bit. Oh, it's 6. I thought it was 8 o'clock. I was like, wow, that went fast, but it's not. Never mind. I'm going to go back to the shade Terra, which was the darkest matte. You know what? Let's try something that I actually haven't done yet. I'm going to grab a little bit of the jelly primer. I'm going to put it on the bottom lid and I'm going to press the matte shadow on. You can also spray matte shades. If you spray a yellow though, or any matte actually, it will make it a bit darker. So just, you vaguely remember it. You're not old, you're vintage. You're 35. The rest is experience. I'm going to go into the shade Terra again, and it's probably hardly newer. Yeah, you're also vintage. I'm just going to press that on. My soul sister Debbie, channel name is Debutante, sprays matte shadows underneath her eye. It makes them more intense and it helps them to stay longer. And honestly, back in the day, that is what we did. I actually remember gravitating towards very colorful eyeshadow until someone said I look like a peacock, and then I was like, oh no, I think I need to stop that. I'm actually just remembering that, but I actually thought that they were hooded when I started YouTube because they kind of are a hint, but that's age. And someone else actually said to me, "Your eyes are not hooded; they're deep set." I did not even know that was a thing. So yeah, I'm also going to, with this same brush, kind of going to intensify the corner with the shade Terra. Kind of almost making a shadowing a little bit. And when I do eyeliner, I draw with my eyes open what I want to see. I ignore the rest and then I fill it in. Yeah, but there is a difference in technique though. If you have deep set eyes and you're trying a hooded eye tutorial, it can be like you are like, but I also have hooded eyes and the tutorial doesn't work for me. So it's very handy to know it. For me, my eyes deep set means that you can see that fold here, right? That is skin that's folding backwards. So the difference there is if you have hooded eyes, um, it hangs over instead of pushing back, if that makes any sense at all. So the rubbing is a little bit different. That's kind of how I felt, at least. But it could very well. I also want to use the green. I want to use as many shades as I can. So that green, I want this one and that one on the bottom lid. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Well, for me, at least with glitter, it goes in everywhere anyway. So I'm actually going to again use that jelly primer and tap it very lightly on top of the matte shadow. Oh yeah, the brush that I'm using is one from Beauty Bay. And it is the style, what is it? Which one is it? Oh yeah, the 210. What I actually did in my description box, there is a link for my, I think it's for my discount code. If you go to that link and you click shop, you go to the page where I have all my favorites. Maybe I need to, if I won't forget, I will list that as well. I'm going to go to the shade Earth like first. I also listed my favorite brushes actually. So I can link that in the description box in case you are wondering. But yeah, it's from Shoplist, and basically all my favorite makeup and the stuff that I use a lot is listed there, which is very handy. But what I'm using today is also listed in the description box. Oh, this has that tealy like, I love that. I'm going to go to the shade Peridot, which is that green. I like that. Now I also need to think of an eye pencil. I see that the chat is moving, but you have shopped my shop list. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so, so much. It is a very, very small brush, and it is, I want to say it's kind of like a pencil brush, but it's also kind of flat and very pointy, and it's perfect for the lower lash line. I really like this brush. I think I've linked it. I think I linked this one separately because this came in a brush set. Mm. I wear what makes me happy as well. And I'm also finding out that what also makes me happy is neutrals. I don't know, maybe it's menopause. I don't know the eye pencil. So what I'm going to do now is am I going to put on falsies? I am, but I don't really want to do an eyeliner, I feel. So I'm not going to. So I'm going to use my Kiss system, if I can find where I left it. What I actually did is I am still kind of trying out. Exactly, life's too short not to be happy. I'm trying out that Kiss system and I'm really, really liking it. But I'm also liking it with normal falsies. So what I actually did is I got some falsies from Primark in the style London, which are among my favorites. I also love to use my Unearthly falsies and Dreamlike. But if you use this, because I'm going to glue them underneath my lashes, I need new falsies. So when my order from Unearthly comes in with the new lashes, I'm going to try it with that as well. So now I'm just going to use this. This has a thin black, can we see? A thin black band. And they are cut shorter than if I were to use them on top because they're going to go beneath. So let me get my mirror. Let me move everything to the side. If my sound is weird now, it's because of the mirror. I can hear it echoing a little bit, which is interesting. Okay, let's see if I can show you what I'm doing. So I have a magnifying mirror because I'm blind. Well, I'm not blind, it's bad, but I need to see what I'm doing. So the system is actually pretty easy. You have a bonding side and you have a setting side basically. And it looks like this. What I am going to do is I am going to use a little bit of mascara first though. I just prefer that. So I have my Essence thingy, what's it called again? Bye Bye Panda Eyes. And then especially on the top. And I just brush through once. It's just to coat them black a little. And I don't know, it almost seems to help with stick. I do need to make sure that my inner lashes are kind of coated as well so I can see where they are. Because this glues to your lashes and not your waterline. Okay, itchy. Yes. I also wear whatever I like. Yeah, that's basically it. In a minute, I'm going to brush through my lashes, but I'm kind of going to put this a little bit on the base of the falsie, but on the top. So you cannot see what I'm doing, I think. I'm just tapping. Why is there a hair there? I'm just tapping this on. So basically, I'm double gluing this as well, just because I prefer to do that. We are going to go per eye. So no, do not stick to my finger. And this works just as mascara does. So I'm going to brush it. I'm kind of going to concentrate. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope so. Kind of going to concentrate it a little bit on the base of my lashes. And then I'm going to brush it through. And it has already a color. Now, can you guys hear the birds? Okay, so that's one side. You want to get into goth stuff, yeah. I don't know. I think this is I don't know, are they called starlings? I don't know. I just learned what a sparrow is. I thought a sparrow was a different kind of bird, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this on the base of my lashes. Oh. And when I feel that my lashes are kind of trying to stick together, I know that it is gluing very, very well. So I'm just starting at my eyeball, and I'm also almost pulling it up a little to get it to settle. You want it at the base of your lashes, but you don't want it in your waterline. Yesterday I was working in my garden. Well, I was working because I had a laptop for editing. And I was sitting underneath the tree that I have in my garden. And there was, I think they're called blue tits. I still find that weird. Never mind. They're extremely small birds. And I also have two tits, but never mind. We have them with a black cap, and we also have them with a blue cap. And I have both of them in my garden. And yesterday I had the one with the blue cap on top of my head. Yeah, babies do really love faces, and they can also see the energy of people. If you look at what most babies look at, actually, yes, they look at your face because they're learning. They're looking at your eyes because, yeah, as they say, eyes are the windows to the soul, right? But they also look around you, look very, very close around you. It's so cool to see. Okay, so this is on, and the best part with this is that you don't see it when you look down. You don't see it in your you don't have to use eyeliner to hide the lash band basically and the glue because you don't see it. Can we? Sometimes though, it takes ages to put them on. But maybe that's because I want them to be perfect. So I'm just clamping them. And I can actually still take them off if I want to. And I do have to re-glue then, or use that bonding again. I also have a cleanser, which also works with regular falsies and falsie glue, I think. This is also from Kiss. This is the Falscara remover, and this stuff is so cool. So good, honestly. It takes everything off the lashes as well. So now I'm going to use the sealant, to make sure that it doesn't stick anymore. I'm going to push that against the base first. I'm kind of going to brush that through, making sure that those lashes, and I'm also going to use that on top. Really, that's not really there. Okay, let's do the other eye. Now, I think that you can also do this with lash glue. I haven't tried it though. No, thank you. 14 types of birds, wow. Is he reading me? Ah, well, he can read away. I have no secrets from children. Yeah, I love birds. I have, well, the sparrows, yes. I have starlings. I have, well, the tits. I have robins. And the other bird that I have, sometimes we call it a winter king, but I don't actually know how it's called in English. Well, we have seagulls here because I live at the coast. Different types of seagulls, actually. We have magpies. No, you can get it in the house. Yes, you can. I've already been outside with the dog. Let me put this on, and then I can answer the text. Like that, okay. Okay, let me put this on. What else do we have here? We have magpies. We have crows. We have jackdaws. We even have bats in the neighborhood. And a hedgehog, apparently, because I saw one last week. Was it 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. Okay. Oh, hello, Wendy. Yeah, tits all over the yard. Yeah, yeah. I am. Every time that I hear that they call the birds that, I'm like, but why? And why then does that word have different meaning? Then I kind of want to go Google it, and it's a whole rabbit hole, but that's okay. Okay, so this is on as well. I really like this method. Actually, the only thing though, and I actually thought that, excuse me, that this would be for everyone, but it's not. If you have, Debbie, for instance, has almond-shaped eyes, and for her this will probably not work because when you look at where my pupils are, you see that my lids are way above that, right? If yours aren't, then you will basically look against the band, if that makes any sense. So your sight will be obstructed or obscured by the falsie. So if you want to try this, but you look at where you are watching first, because if you're kind of like watching like, I cannot even do it, but watching like that, you know, so that it is that your eyes are, I don't know, your lids are too low, you will constantly see the lashes. So this method, though, I think can be used up top as well, because I actually think, I could try that. I can really try that, because usually you glue the falsie, right? And you glue it against the base. You can use both. But if you are maybe, I don't know, allergic to the falsie glue, or you're like, it's too yucky for me, which I can completely understand, you can try this, but then on the top of your lashes as well, I think. I love that. Yes, they can. Bats can be pets. There are people who have bats as pets. But there are people who have everything as pets. I have tarantulas as pets, so you can also have bats as pets. Let me clean my arm. I hope. Let's get some setting spray. I have a microfiber cloth here, and I can just do that. And no staining. Woohoo. That is good. Okay, let's do that, because I love to watch myself. That's why I started the YouTube channel. So that is face part done for once. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of wipe away the fallout. A little. And then we will put on primer. So, yeah, okay, that's a different story. Yeah. I am going to use this one, the Revolution Kombucha Skin Shot Primer. I'm trying this one out. It reminds me of the one from Essence that I love so much. This one has a stronger smell though. So I have 2 pumps. I do feel that this one is a little bit stickier than the one from Essence, but not as sticky as the Milk Makeup. Foundation, I am going to do a combination of 2, the Glam Shop one and Woma. And the reason that I'm doing that is because in finish they are extremely similar, but Woma is too dark and Glam Shop is too light now. And you can see how much I've used it, right? So, mosquito problem, yeah. I actually have, I'm going to mix the 2, by the way. So I have, I don't know, 2 pumps of the Glam Shop and then a little bit of the Woma. I don't know. I'm going to mix it and see if I got the ratio right, because I need to darken up the foundation. We actually have a thing that I can plug into the wall socket. And it is, you have those electronic scent diffusers, right? That you put in your wall pocket, that you plug into the wall socket. This is similar, but it makes mosquitoes not be able to sting. And I don't know how they do that, but it works. It really works. So I'm very happy to have that. It's actually the only thing that I kill are mosquitoes. Well, and ticks. But honestly, if I don't have to kill a mosquito, then that's also cool. Okay, I am going to use my, let's see how the color is. Yeah, the color is good. Okay. I'm going to use the Morphe brush, and it's actually a very nice brush. Basically, I'm tapping. I'm not good at swirling or buffing. I would rather kind of tap. The swiping I'm also not really good at, especially with this primer and the one from Essence because they have a little bit more grip. But this tapping works very well. And I can also use this for bronzer, cream blush even if I want to. I can kind of buff with it a little bit if I want to, but good night, Tiffany. Sleep well. Yeah, the palette is beautiful. Primer sounds very healthy. I don't know because I don't know what kombucha is. But it is nice. It feels nice. It could have been a little less fragranced, but it's okay. It smells like it smells a little bit more fruity than florally. If it had smelled florally, I would not have liked it at all. Black Widows. Yeah, oh, it's fermented tea. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I love the foundation brush as well. I actually tried to link it, but it's sold out on the Morphe site. So it is linked so that you can at least see what it is. But I don't know if you see this one. It's a synthetic brush. It's very, very soft. And I was not expecting that from Morphe. Honestly, the only brush from Morphe that I have left is then the E36. Because the ones that people raving about, you know, what is it, the 607, I think the smaller ones, they kind of poked my eyes. So I was like, they gotta go. Which is a shame because the brushes themselves were really, really nice. And they were real haired. I don't know. Maybe they have them in synthetic. I actually don't know. Vinegary flavors? Sometimes, but not always. Honestly, also, I'm more of a coffee drinker than a tea drinker. I do like cold brew tea though, especially now. And the ones that I really enjoy are with gin. I think I have the one with ginger. Yeah, ginger and I don't know what else is in there, but I really like that one. What I also like is that I can kind of be precise around my hairline and my brows with this brush. Hello, Jim. You're still having trouble finding an olive foundation. Are you a cool toned or a warm toned olive? Because that makes a lot of difference. Ooh, that sounds very, very yummy. I'm sorry if this is gross, but my eyeball is itching. Well, not my eyeball, but the corner of my eye. It feels like the eyeball though. Okay, that's almost the foundation done. Let me grab this one. Bless you. I can, but it's currently not in stock on Morphe's site. It's the Morphe E63, and I will link the. Can I do that from here? Let's see if I can do that from here. Let me go to shop list. Let me link this part. Thank you. Copy. So the link that I'm putting in is from There, my favorite brushes are there. They are linked with a picture. Fair Cool Olive. Yeah. Coast in 550. I actually have the Glam shop in Olive 1, and Olive 1 is a warmer toned. It's extremely light, but it's a warmer toned one. I also have shade Olive 2, and that one is more cool toned. If you're looking for a true neutral olive, especially in my skin depth, then Lisa Eldridge shade 9, which is a light to light medium neutral, true neutral olive. It's a little bit too light for me, and it's too neutral. So I have to kind of warm it up. My summer color from Lisa Eldridge is shade 16, which is a warmer olive. The one from Woma that I have here, the Honey T1, is also a warm olive. Urban Decay has olives, yes. I have the shade that I have. They are weird though. So this is the lightest one that they have, or that was kind of my skin. This is 30 CG, then one shade up. I also have, or is this? Yes, this is 30. I also have one shade up. Where is it? Here. Can you see the difference? But this is a little bit more of a neutral to warm. You can see, I can really see that this one is a cool tone because it has more red in it than I need. So if you need a cool toned olive in kind of medium, this one will work. So I used to use them together. This one, the Charlotte Tilbury that I have in 5 neutral, is also olive leaning. Makeup Revolution has olive. So their lightest olive that I have usually is 5.7, which is my in-depth winter shade. But they have different types of olive undertones. It's not always apparent with how they link their colors. Do I have colors here? No, that's 5.7. I don't have them here anymore, I think. But they have also different undertones, and it's a cheaper brand, so you can kind of try a little bit more. But honestly, my lifesavers are mixing mediums. So I have these from AOA Studio. These are $1.20 or something like that. I have the yellow, I have the blue. I can also use a green mixer if I want to. So if I, for instance, have a neutral foundation that's not olive enough for me, because I'm a warmer toned olive, I can use that mint green mixing medium. If you are a cool toned olive and you start with a neutral foundation, mix in a blue. Yeah, the AOA ones are very good. How do I work out if I'm a warm or a cool? What I actually did to really narrow it down, I did color draping. So let me also kind of powder or do freckles first, actually. So what I did is I stood in front of a mirror, and on one side I had a light pink. On the other hand, I had a light peach, kind of, a little bit more orange leaning. And I looked which one is better. And for me, the peach flows more with my skin. The light pink I can still wear, but it kind of clashes a little bit. So the peach looked better. That's how I knew that I was a warmer toned and not a cool toned. Also, if I wear, I can wear yellows and oranges, not bright. Well, I can, but Debbie, for instance, who is a cool toned olive, if she wears orange or yellow as an eyeshadow, it looks weird on her. Oh no, there's a cat. Hello, cat. And you can also just swatch. So if you have a neutral foundation or you have a warm toned foundation, I usually have a warm toned foundation because I prefer mixing in a blue than a green, but that's personal preference. Just start mixing. So if you have a blue color corrector, like for instance the one from AOA Studio, mix it in. So mix in a little bit, swatch it first on your hand as is, then mix in a little bit of blue, see what happens, and mix in more blue and see what happens. So if you start with a warm foundation, because it already is more yellow based, you can very quickly see how much you need to mix in. And if it stays basically too warm for you, so it keeps turning orange, then you're probably a cool toned. Hello. Do you really think this is handy, darling? Oh no, we're getting, yes, there is a kitty cat here. Hello. Maybe if I zoom out, you can see him. Really? You really think this is handy? This is not handy. Mr. God. Get cats, they enrich your life. Yes. It's not even my cat, it's my son's cat. Can you go away? Go. Yes, you're sweet. But I'm working. Honestly. Yes, you're very sweet. Yes, this is normal here. Sometimes I have to work around the kitty tail. Oh yes, and you go lay down there. Yes, I'm very happy that I just removed the sheet with foundation. Yes, he's very much the best helper. Can we? Oh, apparently I have enough freckles on. I think that's it. Yes, yes, you're very sweet. And I know I can put them on the floor, but no, they no. That's very true. Cats are like personal space. Can I eat that? Yes, you're sweet. Yes, you are. Yes, I know you want attention. I'm going to use the Glam Shop powder to set my face. I have decided not to use powder products today or cream products today. Yes, yes, yes. It is a little. It is a little bit powdery when you smell the powder. Yes, I know. I'm just stepping this on. This is a very mattifying, quick setting powder for me, at least. Oh, I'm glad that he got a good home. Have you tried looking at naked cats, Sphinx cats? Because usually most people are not allergic for that, for those, them, and they are so cool. Or at least I think they're very cool. Mm. Yeah, I'm having years of bad luck, I think, because I do put them down on the floor if they are annoying me. But I can work with this. Okay, so really, let's go to. Oh, I did not use the concealer. That's okay. I'm going to go to bronzer next, which is from CXC Beauty. This is also an olive tone bronzer in the shade 2. This is a pretty pigmented bronzer, and I usually use that in summer or when I have more of a tan, like I have now, because I have been working in the garden. And can you just lay down then? They also have an olive one, which I should basically need. You're very sweet, but you have to go. Yes, I know. You don't want to, but you have to. Thank you. Go lie in your spot then there. Go in your spot. Oh, I want a different brush. Oh, you want to go outside again? Yeah, you can go outside again. Oh, no, now he's sniffing. Yes? Okay. So when he is not agreeing with me, he does like that. That's very fun. Siberian cats. Oh, I did not know that. Ah, yeah, I actually tan quickly, but I don't get tan. That's what I always say. So I have been working in the garden and you know, cleaning my garden, de-weeding it and such. And we go for evening walks regularly. I'm looking very, very pale on camera, which I'm not really, but that's okay. Apparently, it is making me a little bit lighter today. Oh yeah, I changed my lighting. That's it. And I just tan quickly. I also kind of want a little bit of foundation here because beasties have been biting me. Yes, it's a little bit better, I think. Okay, let's also clean the nose ring. A little bit of the tattoo. That one is okay. That one is okay. I also need to clean my hair because I have a little bit of I love having silver hair or the pink hair. The pink hair, it's not that bad, but when I have the silver hair, especially if I just bleached it, I have to be so extremely careful with especially bronzer because it just stains the hair, especially when I've just bleached it. That's the only downside. Well, not the only one, but okay. Shall I kind of fill in my brows a little bit as well? Let's do that. I'm very much all over the place, as per usual. But that's okay because you love me anyway. So there's that. Right? Let's grab a little bit of the gray pencil. I actually used a hair or yeah a dye specifically for lashes. Yeah, for lashes, and I usually do that for my eyebrows. I never color my lashes, but I do color my eyebrows. I don't know. I think it was from Allure, but I'm not sure. Where's the other one? Here. I just want to kind of fill in gaps a little bit. It does not need to be extremely dark. Something like that. Yes, we do. Yes, mountain lions are also great against all kinds of allergies. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, hello, honey buns. Oh, thank you, Martha. Cat fleece. Yeah, that could very well be it. And it's also kind of, it could also be their skin flakes, I think they're calling it, or something. I have an unearthly blush in the shade Hazy. I thought would go with the palette, and it is a very purpley blush, but I think it will work. And I have actually used it once, and it was very, very pretty. So let's do it now. I'm tapping this on, and I'm starting in the outer. I think. Yeah, it does match my hair. It's actually a dress. It's a wrap dress. And it's very, very cutesy. Ooh, ooh, I also bought 5-finger shoes. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's basically my toes all have their separate place in in the shoe, and it's. I did not think that I did not know for sure if I would like it, but there's a store in Amsterdam that sells them, and I really wanted to try them. I already have 5-fingered socks, but they're not as comfortable as these shoes. Oh, 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 oh! I have a itchy. I have to see what that's about. But they're very, very comfortable and they're very cute. So they're from the brand Vibram, and it's Vibram, if I am not mistaken. And I have the V soles, as in soul of, not soul as in shoe, but soul as in your soul, you know? Okay. Oh, you have Vibrams too? Yeah, it's actually I have been looking at them for quite a long time. I have been wearing a minimalistic and naked shoes for quite a while, especially when I go walking or running. Um, but I really wanted to try them, but because I have kind of weird feet, my big toe kind of does that. That I was like, I need to try them beforehand, but I love them. And now that I know the size that I need, especially in that particular pair, I know that I can order the other colors as well because they also have them in gray and purple, and I need them. Yeah, I'm going to use the champagne pop. Finally a good YouTuber. I'm finally a good YouTuber because I have champagne pop, and I love the fact that it's a mini. And they also, I have linked the full size, I think, from Beauty Bay down below, but they also still have the mini in stock. Oh, that's pretty. I can see a lot of people liking this. I actually think that I can see why it's such a hype. I'm actually going to go over it with my blush brush because I like that. Looking at this, you can sheer it out. You can really build it up to be blinding. I really like Becca's highlighters, by the way. This is the second one that I have. But also the color, I think, works for a lot of people. Maybe not if you're extremely cool, but yeah. Hoka's. Yeah, actually, my husband had Hoka's for running, I believe, but for him they were not wide enough because he's also wearing basically barefoot shoes. I have, yeah, you should, you should. Um, I have, I don't remember the brand. Which ones are they? They're also minimalistic, white toe box. They're bright orange. I don't remember. I don't remember the brand that I have in running shoes. I have no idea. But I also run on barefoot shoes. Yes. You have to build that up though. Just saying. Okay. I think it is. Is it a bunion? No, it's not a bunion. Do you mean the five-fingered ones or the barefoots? Barefoots basically they if you have true barefoots, they are like having a sock on, you know, with a sole. And that's it. There's no cushioning, there's no drop. Your toes have all the room that they need. I think they're great for everyone. Five-fingered ones, yeah. Go to one of the stores that they sell them. Don't buy them online. Not the first pair. She needs to try them on, and she also needs to get used to them. What I have found is that because I'm already used to walking on minimalistic, basically barefoot shoes, I don't have a problem with my feet cramping up, but it can happen if you're not used to it. I think actually this is the makeup look almost. So that's good. But they also advise you need to walk differently on them. So not heel first, but you need to land a little bit differently. I got kind of a walking lesson in the store where I bought them. And what I notice is that for me, they are sitting well now. So I've had them for about a week and now they're really, really comfortable that I'm like, I don't want to take them off. Um, Impact paints. I understand what you mean. I did not have that, but what I actually did, I am going to grab the shade Citrine for the inner corner again to build that one up a little bit more. What I did, and I'm going to spray it. um, in summer, I always walked on flip-flops. And flip-flops are also 0 drop, right? Or at least the ones that I have. You know, I have the very, very cheap ones. It's just, yeah. They are also 0 drop. And I just remember that I had, you know, kind of crampy feet in the beginning, but it would and a little bit in my calves, but it would remedy itself quickly when I was used to them again. So if you are used to walking on sneakers, for instance, like Converse sneakers, you know, those types of sneakers, you will probably have no problem because you're already walking on 0 drop. And what I noticed is that the sole that's underneath, it's a rubber sole. It's extremely comfortable. It's not that if I walk on, I don't know, gravel, for instance, I have no problem walking on gravel. If I walk on loose stones, for instance, I do feel them, but it's not like they very much hurt my feet unless I don't pay attention and I'm running there. And honestly, my first barefoot pair was from AliExpress to try. The thing that you need to look at is the length of your feet so that you have the correct sizing. Amazon also has a lot of barefoot shoes. I just wanted to see if I could basically live with how they looked and how they felt. And I quickly became addicted. Yeah, honestly. So yeah, that's it. They're maybe not the most sexy shoe, but there are also shoes that are for instance, my kind of winter booties are from the brand Groundies, which is based in Germany, and they are not barefoot, but they're minimalistic, and they also have 0 drop and a white toe box, and I really really like that. Yeah, so this is the makeup look. I just need a lippy. You feel every rock even in walking shoes. You do have to walk differently though. With shoes like this, the barefoots, you have to, I don't know, if you have ever transitioned from normal shoes to flip-flops, have you ever noticed that you walk differently on flip-flops than on normal shoes? So usually how we learn to walk on normal shoes is we walk heel first, right? So you do that. And that's actually the wrong way to walk. So because you're pulling yourself forward by walking, when I walk on flip-flops, I land also differently. I don't land here. I land more here in the center to the front. That's also how I run. So if I run I basically land here in the center front of my foot instead of the back. You also have to make sure that you're stepping differently so that you are putting your foot down below you instead of in front of you. And I have learned to walk. Well, the way that I've learned to walk is to make very big steps, put my heel down first. And what I'm learning now is that my steps need to be shorter. So if I want to go quicker, I don't make my steps bigger. I just move quicker. Does that make sense? Am I saying that correctly? So not my steps are not going to go longer, but I move quicker. And that's how I move quicker. So I don't know how to, I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but that's basically how it feels. What am I going to do for eye pencil? Yes, exactly. Improve cadence. What was the brand again that we are running on? Because I keep forgetting. More steps a minute. Yes, yes. And so your frequency of stepping needs to be higher and not your stepping longer. Your step longer. That kind of thing. Eye pencil. What is the eye pencil? Oh yes, Saguaro? Is that the brand? I think so. Orange eye pencil? Shall we do an orange eye pencil? Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Oh no, I need to sharpen it. I need to sharpen the pencil. Where's my pencil sharpener? Oh, there. Yeah, those were your first That was the brand, yeah, from Amazon. So if you're looking for the brand that Jekyll put in the description box, Saguaro, that was the brand that we got from Amazon first. Hello. This is a NYX Epic Ink Liner Stick in Orangey Zest, if I'm not mistaken. I'm very colorful today, as I always am. A lippy. Why are my lights doing weird things? Oh, I don't like that. Can we stop that, please? Ghosties. Lippy. Shall we do a new lippy from Juvia's Place? I have two of their new Nubians. I have the shade Nile and I have the shade Nubian Sand. Am I still recording? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Why am I? So let's do, this is the shade, I think it's Nubian Sand. I think this one will be pretty, but I also want to, hello darling. I also want to swatch Nile. I actually don't know which one I want. Yeah, these, you gotta love AliExpress. These are AliExpress and I have had these for, I think 2 years. So they do very well. Sometimes though, they are a little bit weird, like they are now. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I messed around with the plug. I don't know. Maybe we have ghosties already. I think I'm going to do this one. This one? The darkest one. I can. I like them both actually. So 1 is the lightest and 2 is the darkest. You guys can vote. If you want to. So Silverbet says number 2, which is the darker one. The darker, go dark. Yes, I always go dark. Yeah, they're both very, very pretty. And the other 2 colors I did not get yet. That's the lightest one. So the darkest one is called Nile. Let's get a lip liner. Let's get this one. I think this one will work very well. And the lip liner I have is from Curse Cosmetics in the shade Holy. I am actually very bad at doing an ombre with lipstick. So usually if I do an ombre, it's with a lighter lipstick and then a darker eye pencil, sometimes a darker pencil underneath. Oh, I like this color. I actually haven't worn this color yet. Apparently it's also very difficult for me to do lipstick today. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. It's a little bit more, it's relatively close to, it looks more orange on camera than it is though. But it doesn't warp as much as I thought it would. It's very pretty, this one. And this is the shade Nile from Juvia's Place. And they have, I have a few, I think I have 3 other colors left. But I really, I love the way that this component looks. I love the way that the lipstick itself looks. I can show you because they have really a nice printing on it. It's very pretty. I think the formula is nice. This formula feels a little bit more creamy than their previous ones. Yeah, I like it. So this is the makeup look. This is how I'm going to go do my groceries today. And I really, really likes it. Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot I need to finish my hair. I have texture wax. I don't know. It's just wax. I was looking for old school wax, but I don't remember the brand that is. So I have wax here and I'm just going to put that in. Oh yes, and I also need scent. A little bit of a shiny. Okay, that's the hair. Yes, and we need a scent. We need a scent. So let's see what we have here. Let's smell this one. Oh, this one is nice. So this is from, what is the brand? Library of Fragrance. Here in Europe, I think it's called the Meter. And this is the scent Thunderstorm. It's a roll-on and it's a very, very, very fresh scent. They have so many amazing scents. I also have, I think, banana flambe here that smells exactly like banana flambe. Not artificial banana, but it's, I don't know how they do it, but it's very, very nice. Yes, I feel very, and for the people who missed my initial showing of the dress, let me show the, oh, I have a muscle ache. Let me show the dress. And look, it has a pocket. And it is a wrap dress. And the length is about, can I show that there? Oh, so that is, and then I'm going to wear my cute 5-finger shoes with it. And yeah, probably kind of a short biker jacket for in the early morning. So yeah, it is very kimono. I don't know the brand though. I don't know if there's still a thing of the brand in here. It's I got it at a secondhand store, a vintage store. So it was sold as a vintage dress. So it could very well be. And I also love the sleeves. I love that it is bright colors but still muted. So for me that makes it perfect because I can still, well, I can wear anything I want, right? But because I am a muted type, basically, color wise, if I wear something that's extremely bright, it tends to take me over. Do I have anything very bright here right now? Anything neon? Let's get this one. And this one. So let me show you. So this color, for instance, it's very, very bright, right? And when I have that on, I can wear it because I can wear anything I want. But you see the color because it's so bright, and then you see me. If I put this one next to me, this is a bit better because the color is muted. So this works just better with my complexion, and you see me as a whole instead of just the clothing that I wear. And I can really nicely play with that. So if I'm like, let me kind of fade to the background a little bit because sometimes I have that. I wear a black, for instance, or because black is also for me a bright color, which it isn't, but because it's so extremely cool and it's a statement. You know, there are some people who flow with the black, and if I have black on, you see the black and then you see me, which is then exactly what I go for. This one though, it has best of both worlds, so it's still very colorful and bright colors, but it's muted enough that the dress doesn't take me over, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I loves it. And yeah, that's going to be it for today as well. Yeah, yeah. That's it, guys. I will up the description box by adding stuffed banana. No, they're my gnomes. I also have a zombie gnome. Shall I show you the zombie gnome up close? Here's the zombie gnome. Yes, maybe that's why my lights are flickering. Could very well be. And that's how we roll in this house. Yeah, I will add the things that are not yet in the description box. So the eye pencil and the lip pencils, I will add that. I will, what I can I do that? Sure. If I don't forget, I will also link the shoes that I mentioned. If I do forget, please help me. A banana. That's very funny. If I won't forget, if I forget, please remind me. If you want me to link the shoes that I mentioned, let me know. The brushes I already said, but I can also link that in the description box. And yeah, I think then that is going to be it for today, guys. So this time next week, I will be here live again, 5:30 a.m. for me, Central European Summer Time. I always try to set it up for me the night before so that you guys can see it as well. But if I forget, I'm still going to go live. If I am not going to go live on my Wednesday morning, I will mention it on the community tab. And yeah, the next video is, I think, Friday. Could be that there's one tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But otherwise, it is Friday, the new makeup releases. And yeah, that was it for today. Oh, hello, Kitty. Can you come here? Come on. Come on. Oh, you are making the lights flicker. Oh, so here it is. Here's DJ. He's saying goodbye too. And I hope that you guys have an amazing day tomorrow or today, depending on where you live. Sleep well. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.